Round two, let's do this. Alright, so we're going to take this side apart too. And I want to see if I can get the 4 injectors out of this side too, because what I'd like to do at the end of this, or when I get done here, I want to stick my bore scope down there and I want to see what the top of the pistons look like. See if there's any damage to them. I don't think that there will be, because there wasn't any damage to the tips or to the nozzles of the injectors, but we're going to find out. And also too, real quick before anybody asks, because I'm sure at some point somebody will, why am I taking these apart bolt by bolt individually? Why am I taking the lines off rather than just cutting everything and making this process 100 times faster? Well, it's kind of a personal thing, and I kind of want to see what I can take apart and what I can't. You know, for me, it's what held its structural integrity and what didn't. So that's pretty much it. But all right, let's throw you guys up. Let's get this apart. So old injectors come out. As you can see, I had to cut 3 out of the 4 lines to get them off. The passenger side is the side that the fire started on. And you can see the valve covers didn't fare as nicely as the other ones did. But before we stick the bore scope on this thing, I got the motor to wiggle. I stuck the breaker bar on there just for shits and giggles, and it wiggled. It moved. I heard it. So I'm gonna pull the racks off each side, because I'm pretty sure the valves are melted into place or bound up. But so I'm gonna pull the racks and pull the push rods, and I want to see if it rotates. And I'm not gonna rotate it too much, because again, I want to look in there and I want to see how much damage is actually done. When the truck was on fire, it wasn't running. It happened at 3:30 in the morning. It was the black heater caught fire. So I want to see, because if it still turns, man, we're just going to throw some turbos on it. I'm just kidding. We're not going to, but I'm curious. I gotta know. So I'm not going to bore you with any more time lapse. I'm just going to pick up after we pull the racks out of here. So I'll catch up with you. Okay, racks are off. The driver's side, I can still get some of them to move. Passenger side is just completely roached. These do not move independently. None of them do. They're pretty much rigor mortis is set in. But like I said, this was the side of the motor that the fire started on, that it originated. I did put the old bore scope in. The driver's side, all the pistons are still black on top, just like they should be. Passenger side, there's a little bit of rust on them, but that side was more exposed. But it turns over. It turns over. I'll it turns over. And no, that's not the nut on the harmonic balancer spinning. I did stick the bore scope in there. I already tried the video holding on to the bore scope, keeping it lined up, running that, and holding on to you guys, but it doesn't. I'm a one-man show. It doesn't work. You can't take my word for it, but it still turns over. So I think I'm going to top it off with some oil, just so I can mess with it. Again, I'm trying to preserve as much as I can, not because I have any intentions on reusing it. Don't get it twisted. That's not what I'm after. But I want to preserve it as much as possible, because I want to see how much damage was actually caused by the fire versus me farting around with it. You know what I mean? So that's that. But holy shit, I'm ecstatic. This is going to end up being a shorter video. I want to go further. Unfortunately, my time is not going to permit it because I got to clean up and I gotta feed them hoodlums. But I think the next push, next video, at least as far as this project goes, I want to get the heads off of it. I want to get the heads off, and I want to take a closer look. And then after that, engine's coming out. So I can't not smile because I'm fascinated. Again, I really enjoyed this truck. I was heartbroken when it caught on fire. It was hands down the best truck I've ever owned in the winter time since this one. It had hot heat. It had killer four-wheel drive. It never stumbled, never gave me an issue. Lola, we ran her a couple times in the winter time, but Lola doesn't warm up. She doesn't like to get warm. Lola also makes a bunch of power, so trying to start her up on big fuel isn't always fun. So, but anyway, that's what I got for you. I am super excited. We got a little more to go. And I apologize right now for the time lapse for the majority of the video and for all the stupid rambling I'm doing right now, but you guys are getting my first reactions on this, and I want to thank you guys for staying tuned throughout it. But I'm ecstatic. So we do have a motor for this thing. I'm looking forward to getting that in there. I just got to go pick up some motor mounts. And we're just going to use the 5-speed transmission and the transfer case that's in it right now just for the mock-up. That way we can start cleaning up the bed, cleaning up the cab, get it on there. We are going to clean the chassis up too. We got some fabrication work to do. And then I can mock the triples and the dual fuelers and all that fun stuff. So it's kind of nice because we have our we got a core CP3 right there. That's actually from Luke's truck. That's from Izzy. She now has a Sportsman pump in her. So, but we're gonna set that up because with the OBS body, I want to do some fitment first before all the final fab work on the piping and all that's done. So anyway, I'm rambling. That's what I got for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You guys are the friggin' best. I'm so happy to be working on this thing again. But anyway, thank you guys. God bless. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you on the next one. See you.